Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Hey, they just hit 100 subs, it's time to get some out. Hey, y'all, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's do this Saturday night, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Now, you know it's bad. Now, first off, one thing. For the most part, me and Mizzle agree on a lot of things. Now, there are a few things that we do disagree on.
That's
NFL
100%.
teams,
Yes.
college basketball teams,
Yes.
and that's pretty much about it, per se.
Yes.
However, needless to say, Mizzle and I are really not happy about the NFL's Final Four.
No, it's pretty pathetic. It's pathetic.
Because he has two teams that he cannot stand, and he's got 66 years worth or 66 seasons worth of why he doesn't like the two teams in the AFC. And basically with those two, it's 2016, it's 2015 all over again.
The hell with him.
Then in my case,
yeah, oh boy, it's more uglier than my case. Only got one division foe that's in here.
I got two.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Somebody from the NFC West is going to be on my home field on February the 8th on NBC, and one of them could possibly win their second Lombardi or their third Lombardi. So, which, by the way, welcome to episode number 376. This is the divisional playoff recap of the Mizzle Up Show, as we are now down to the Final Four. It started with 32 that had a dream to get to Santa Clara. We are now down to 4, and it's a lot of West Coast representation out of 3 out of the Final 4. So, I mean, hey, what they say about it, throw the dubs up. But before we get into that, so Matthew Ryan's first big decision, running the show in Atlanta, decides to bring former 2-time NFL Coach of the Year with the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, to try to work some magic on a Michael Penix Jr. Very interesting take. Now, again, I mean, Kevin Stefanski has made, he can work up a playbook.
Yes, he can.
Now, obviously, who he's going to bring in to run that defense is going to be a huge decision. But he now leaves a very, well, at the time, he now leaves a very tough division that is the AFC North, and now comes into a division that pretty much can be winnable, which is now
7 games.
The NFC South, which we've shown that 8 wins,
9 games, 9 wins,
get you a division title. And in this case, an 8-9 team almost beat a 12-win team in the wild card round. So we'll see how that happens, as now Kevin Stefanski, and I am pleased to announce that there will be new uniforms for our alma mater next season. So those hideous jerseys are finally going away. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Because I cannot stand those current renditions of the uniforms that they had. Couldn't stand it. But Kevin Stefanski taking the reins in Atlanta. The worst unkept secret, John Harbaugh going to East Rutherford, New Jersey to be the head coach of the Giants. Certainly some things will improve there in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So they're going to have John Harbaugh married to Jackson Dart for the next 5 years. Of course, the shocking event of Mike Tomlin stepping down after 19 seasons in Pittsburgh. Latest I read, a native son, Mike McCarthy, is going to interview for the job in Pittsburgh. Of course, he's from PA, so he knows about the Western Pennsylvania life.
He might be if they do sign him, he may be the first Steeler coach to get fired.
Well, not only that, If it is Mike McCarthy, will there be a reunion between McCarthy and Rodgers in Pittsburgh? Of course,
Oh.
they've done some great things in Green Bay. Of course, won Super Bowl 45. That remains to be seen. We don't know. But Mike McCarthy being interviewed.
Good take on that. Good take. I forgot about that.
Because, I mean, it looked like if Tomlin came back, it seemed like Rodgers would come back. Now you throwing McCarthy. Now again, he's just being interviewed. No, there's no final say of who is gonna.
And they're going against their mold too. They normally go for guys in their 30s.
Yeah, they
Noah was hired in his 30s.
They normally go for young guys. Yes.
Noah was hired in his 30s. Cowher was hired in his 30s, and Tomlin was hired in his 30s.
Mike Tomlin was, I think, 36 when he got hired by. When he got hired by the Steelers.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's a lot going on in the coaching carousels. I know a lot of teams have had interviews. Obviously, Ravens need a new head coach.
I like my team search right now, except for two people that they looked at. I don't ever bring them back into the damn. Again, don't do it. No Vance Joseph. Fuck no. Do not need the team that he represents logo on my team. We learned our lesson. We're trying to hire fucking different Bronco coaches. Okay, we're not doing that again. Matt Nagy can stay his ass in Kansas City or Kansas, wherever the fuck they're going. We don't want that. And I swear, if I hear anybody mention Jesse Minter one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit. Either I'm glad they brought in Joe Brady. Joe Brady did an interview that good. Clint Kubiak, cool. The passing game coordinator for the Elways, cool. LaFleur, cool. The brother Kubiak on your squad, cool. Young people. That's all I want. Young.
Well, meanwhile, speaking of Santa Clara, the Cardinals reached out to try to interview Robert Saleh for their head coaching position.
Do you think he's going to be one and done?
I can see it happening. And this is what I say.
I think that's too soon. Too soon.
But he wants to be a head coach. And I get it, I understand it, but he said he's only going to take it if it's a great situation. I don't know if you want to start over in Arizona. I don't know if you want to stay in the. I don't know if you want to stay in the division.
Well, Ben Johnson did it. Look where he got.
True. If I was Robert Saleh, I'd probably go take the job of Baltimore. Now, I
think that job's going to Jesse Minter.
In Baltimore, really? Interesting. Very interesting. And you know what? Jim Harbaugh finally had the balls to let it go as he fired Greg Roman as his offensive coordinator, which
that wasn't him.
Should have.
That wasn't him.
I'm pretty sure it was the Spanos, but I mean the fact that Jim actually had the balls to let go.
Well, you don't think he fought? Jim, it's either you or him. Goodbye. Sayonara.
However, Lord knows I've gone on many of tangents talking about Greg Roman as an offensive coordinator, especially when he was in San Francisco, then Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, I don't understand. Just why? Why must you bring him everywhere you go? But the Chargers will be looking for a new play caller.
I think John Harbaugh is going to bring he's going to bring his OC with him.
Oh yeah, Tom Monken is going to East Rutherford, New Jersey.
That's what you are the two comparisons that got fought. Never mind.
Hey.
Never mind.
But speaking of LaFleur, Matt LaFleur is not going anywhere. He has reached a multi-year extension to stay in town in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people were, and also the GM Brian Gutekunst. He's also working towards an extension to stay in Green Bay. So the Packers keeping their brass together.
Continuity is nice.
Well, I mean that's how you win consistency in this league. But what do I know? What do I know? I don't know. I don't know a doggone thing. But how be ever. Well, Signetti, the head coach for Indiana, says, I am not an NFL guy, so he says I'm not leaving college.
So stop the rumors.
So he said, just shut that down right now.
Yes.
Not doing it. Not going there. Can't stand it. And let's see here. Some more. Okay, now. Let's see. Yeah, Brian Flores should be the top of anybody's list.
Do you hear the former players hating on him though?
Well, he still gets jobs, and he's still a very highly sought after coach. So either
Here's the thing: if you ain't got tough skin, don't sign with him as a player.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of players that didn't like Bill. I mean, hell, Lawrence Taylor and Bill Parcells went at it every day in practice. But guess what? They got 2 rings because of each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just put out there. I mean, I heard Drew Pearson say that, you know what? Him and Tom Landry go out to be, but at the end of the day, he said Tom Landry was like the father I never had. It happens that way sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, heck, it's been well known that Terry Bradshaw and Chuck Noll did not get along for the longest of times. And then,
Facts.
of course, as time passes, you learn to love you learn to grow to love each other.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. Yep. When you are in the heat of the moment, when you are competing to try to be a Super Bowl champion, things like this happen. You're gonna get into arguments. You're not gonna always get along. Chris Shula, of course, the Rams DC being linked to the Steelers job. Of course, we just talked about Kevin Stefanski taking the Falcons job. Clint Kubiak of the Kubiak clan, so far having him linked to Tennessee. Even have my DC linked to you guys with Mr. Sala in Vegas. Of course,
some odd reason they have a hard on for him. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, things happen. The Cardinals, with the alternate logo of the Broncos, as you like to say, Vance Joseph. Jesse Minter also is linked to Miami. Grant Udinsky is linked to the Browns job. That'll be
fascinating.
That'll be very, very fascinating. Of course, the Steelers are open to Rodgers returning in 2026, but that remains to be seen. That's not here nor there, so we'll see what will happen with that.
He'll make them wait.
Of course, just like Brett Favre did in his retirement tour. But let's get into it. It all started with the Bills and the Broncos in Mile High, which ended up in overtime, which unfortunately for the Broncos cost them their starting quarterback, as Bo Nix. And I don't even know how it happened, what play it happened. They said it was the next last play in overtime. He fractured that he broke his bone in his ankle. He is scheduled to have surgery on Tuesday, but now the Broncos season will now lie in the hands of Jarrett Stidham, the former Auburn Tiger, who will get the start in the AFC title game. But, I mean, in a sense, the story of the game was the Bills were in a giving mood to the atonement of 5 turnovers. 3 fumbles lost, 2 interceptions. One of them controversial. Was it a catch? Was it not a catch? Was it an interception? Not an interception. They call it an interception, and Denver marches down to get the
Now, didn't he have possession when he went down to the ground?
To me, it looked like when he went to the ground, that's when the ball was taken away. It was like a bang bang play. And there were some plays like that today in the Bears and Rams game that we'll get to in just a second. But I mean, however, if you look at if you look now, if you just looked at the game based off stats, Bills have more first downs, 20-22. Total yards, Bills 449, Broncos 349, so 100 more yard total offense. Bills were 10 for 15 on third down. Broncos in themselves were 8 for 16 on third down. Both went 1 for 1 on fourth down. The Bills ran 78 plays, the Broncos 68. The Bills ran for 183 yards to the Broncos 70. They were 3 for 5 in the red zone. The Broncos were 1 for 4. But again, you're like, how did the Bills lose the game? And again, we go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 turnovers. Again, if you are -4 in the turnover margin in a playoff game, you don't deserve to win, or more than likely, you're not going to win. And don't get it wrong, Josh Allen put the cape on and did some great things in this game.
He tried, yeah.
He tried. I mean, James Cook, Will Schuyler, you have a real good chance to go back to the Super Bowl for the first time in 7 seasons. So, I mean, you guys have a real good chance. And certainly you should be sending C.J. Stroud a big thank you card.
Good
because,
Lord.
He was in a giving mood. And okay.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Interesting. But Allen threw for 283, 3 touchdowns, but 2 costly interceptions. James Cook ran for 117 yards. And was running through the Broncos defense. Kincaid had some nice catches. He had 6 for 83. Shakir had 7 for 76. And then on the flip side for the Broncos, Nix threw for 279, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Also wasn't in the rusher, but Marvin Mims, more so known for his special teams than actually being a receiver, had a big game. 8 catches, 93 yards, and eventually the touchdown that we thought was the game winner. But Josh Allen said, "Hold my beer. We're going to the 5th quarter."
Hold it, and hold it well.
And indeed. Sutherland had 4 for 53 yards. Harvey, 5 for 46. But at the end, the costly interception, which was, again, controversial. Was it a catch? Was it not a catch? I mean, I really despise the Calvin Johnson rule. And the Calvin Johnson rule is really why we have this debate of, was it a catch?
You sure it wasn't the Dez Bryant rule?
It was the Calvin Johnson rule before the Dez Bryant situation. I still say that was a damn catch. And I can't stand the Cowboys, but that was a catch. I'm sorry.
That was a catch.
That was a catch. Like, what are we missing? At the end of the day, the Broncos get the win, 33-30. Bills going home again. This was the Bills' best chance without playing no Mahomes to possibly get to the Super Bowl. And just, you feel for Josh Allen because it felt like he left his soul out there in Mile High. And just his big sigh at the press conference, it felt like to him that he let the team down.
Yeah.
And this current construction of the Bills, and we know they're moving into their new stadium this upcoming season in 26. This particular run that the Bills have been on, as we know them, might be different in 2026. There might be some changes coming in Orchard Park. I don't know when that's going to be, but it seems like it's on the way because, again, no Patrick Mahomes, no Joe Burrow to deal with, no Lamar Jackson. It felt like if the Bills were going to make a run to the Super Bowl,
it would have been this year.
You might have think it would have been this year in 2025, 2026, but now we'll never know. We don't know. Then the other game, which much to everybody that I know was very happy because now I joined them on the couch with the beverage and snacks and whatnot. But as I've been saying, the Seahawks did exactly what they were supposed to do to a MASH unit of a football team, thus to the atonement of a 35-point thrashing. That's the worst loss since the Niners got thrashed 31-6 by the Buccaneers in the 2002 divisional playoff round. And thus the Seahawks did what they did back in Week 18, get pressure on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was running for his life, did everything he could to keep plays alive with his legs. But when Rashid Shaheed takes the opening kickoff back for a touchdown, that normally bodes disaster for the Niners, and it did. Sam Darnold only threw the ball 17 times, completed 12 of them, threw a touchdown pass. But again, Kenneth Walker the third, the former Michigan State Spartan, was the bell cow yet again. 19 carries, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. But here's the part, though, averaging 6.1 yards a pop. So he was already in 2nd and 5 every time he touched the doggone ball.
It's like a bowling ball that day, too.
Well, again, and I said it on previous shows. It's amazing it had to take a week 18 for a team to realize their run defense sucks. Let's run the football. And Seattle, to their credit, did it again. I mean,
that's what the Eagles didn't do that at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Or they stopped. But then again, as I've been saying, DeMarcus Lawrence has been rejuvenated being back in Seattle. Of course, dealing with Leonard Williams is never fun.
No.
But it's what it really is hold on, I'm looking for him. Where is he? Leonard Williams. I'm sorry. Let me get the name right. Leonard Williams. Not the
USC, right? USC, right? No, Leonard Williams for the USC.
Yeah, Leonard Williams did go. Yeah, you were correct. Leonard Williams did go to USC. Absolutely, yes. He's a big boy, 6'5". But Ernest Jones the Fourth was a thorn in the side on Saturday. He was everywhere.
Yeah.
And of course, we know about Jaron Reed. He's been steady there for forever, along with Byron Murphy. I mean, that front four is something else. And I mean, what more can you say? Like I said, Seattle did what they were supposed to do. I mean,
when your quarterback only throws the ball 17 times and gets a W, that says it right there.
Well, which again, and also, so you get the cover return. Then you decide to go for it on 4th down, which you're near your other team's territory. You don't get on downs. And again, why are we calling an option play? Why are you pitching off to your fullback to pitch back to McCaffrey? For who? For what? Come on, Kyle.
Yeah, that was...
Should have punted the ball, make the Seahawks go deep. Instead, you give the ball back, innocence a short field goal, you're up to nothing. Then, Jake Tonjes, who makes a great catch, fighting for extra yards, fumbles the ball. Then Jackson Smith and Jibba makes the catch. Now you're down 17-0, and now the 12 is really, really getting loud.
Bro, I went to go clean the pharmacy, and I can't take nothing in. I got to take off my jewelry, my watch, so my phone and stuff like that. So the game was, I think, 0-0 when I walked in. It takes me about an hour, 45 minutes to clean the pharmacy, give or take. I came out 17-0. That's when I text you and T like, yo, bro, what the hell just happened?
And I gave you a quick synopsis of what happened.
Yeah, then I was like, well, when you said Shaheed took it to the house, I'm like, well, that's not shocking.
Well, you know what? Now, if Seattle ends up winning the Super Bowl, which is a very high capability that it can happen, I might just be able to say that the Rashid Shaheed punt return against the Rams on Thursday night might be the play that jump-started the Seahawks into this run that they're on now.
I just thought of something.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, we can have a Super Bowl rematch.
Well, okay. There are two possible Super Bowl rematches. You could have a Super Bowl 48 rematch with the Broncos and Seahawks, which the Seahawks thrashed the Broncos 43-8.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a Super Bowl 49 rematch between the Patriots and the Seahawks, where Pete Carroll made the dumbest play call in Super Bowl history. And this would tie for the most matchups in Super Bowl history because the Steelers and the Cowboys have the most matchups of 3.
Yes.
it would be a Super Bowl 36 and a Super Bowl 52 rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, Super Bowl 53. I'm sorry. It would be a Super Bowl 53 rematch between the Rams and the Patriots, which would tie the Steelers and Cowboys for most matchups in Super Bowl history.
Oh, that is so horrible. That's why I was pulling for the Texans and the Bears. Let's get the Texans versus Bears Super Bowl up in here.
Or for the first time, we could have a Bronco Rams matchup in the Super Bowl. So that would be the only, I guess.
Then I'll be pulling for the Rams.
Be a rematch.
Oh, then I'll be pulling for the Rams wholeheartedly.
Oh. Edward, I am mixed, but I am half black. My mother's a black woman. So let's just kill that question right there. But now with that said, was I mad that they lost? No. Disappointed? The only disappointment I have is the fact that it was to a doggone division rival, and it was the doggone Seahawks. So if I'm upset, it's of that. However, coming into the 2025 season, it was supposed to be a retool, rebuild kind of a year in Santa Clara. Not much expectation. No, my sperm donor would be Mexican. Don't know what he looks like. So there's that. But I didn't have no real expectation. I would say whatever happens, happens. And if anything happens, let the chips fall where they may. Okay. Now I know people are going to talk about the plant by the practice facilities, blah, 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 blah. I don't know what the reason is for all the injuries. All I know is most teams going through a season with those type of injuries would wave the white flag.
Yeah,
and they didn't. Okay? Handful of games, you did not have your starting quarterback. To which Michael McCorkle-Jones kept the season afloat, went 5-3 in his 8 starts, did a very serviceable job.
Yeah.
Purdy comes back, has played very well down the stretch with the exception of the playoff game and the Week 18 against Seattle. For a part, you didn't have 2 of your best wide receivers, and then the wide receiver that you paid decided, you know what? Screw the team. I'm not coming back.
I'm going to leave the facility speeding.
Yeah, I'm a drive-by speeding like I ain't got no dog, like I have no sense. Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Then you lose your 2 best defensive players.
Yeah.
In Bosa and Fred Warner. And still all that, it had to take the last game of the regular season for you not to qualify for home field advantage. You go in there, win 12 games.
Absolutely.
You ended the Eagles' quest to repeat by beating them in Philadelphia. To where, because of that, Philadelphia fires their offensive coordinator. So, I mean, now let's be clear. Only one team gets the happy ending out of the 32. Only one gets to be happy. So let's make that clear. So, from a Super Bowl standpoint, they didn't meet the qualifications. They got eliminated. But as I've been saying, the 49ers faithful should get on their feet and give this team a standing ovation because, again, having a mass unit of a defense, he could. You're right. He could be. Hey, Edward. I mean, anything's possible.
That is a good perspective.
It very well could be.
That is a good perspective.
However, this fan base should give them a standing ovation because, again, they didn't quit. They fought hard, won 12 games, won a playoff game. But like I said, the Seahawks did what they were supposed to do to that team that was undermanned and had all those injuries. That's exactly what should have happened. And thus you just have to tip your cap and say, you know what, Seattle was better in 2 of the 3 meetings, and you tip your cap, you try to rally up and do it again next year. Now, what I will say,
Well, it must be nice to see your team make it that far. We're gonna have to say your season's over after week 3.
and I told the people, I said, look, I'd rather be a consistent playoff team and lose in the playoffs than to not even smell it on a consistent basis, as opposed to some other fan bases that I know. And I'm not saying that to clown or throw shade or be cruel.
Oh well, if my fan base, if my organization, you're speaking facts. Yet again, we are rebuilding. We've been rebuilding since they. Never mind. Go ahead.
But with that said, I definitely need to draft Trent Williams' replacement, even though he said he's coming back, he's not retiring, but still draft his replacement.
Definitely need that. Well, are you going to draft O-line? It seems like you guys avoid drafting
O-line. They need to. Now, again, Alfred Collins got better as the season went along. Mikael Williams, before he got hurt, he was starting to come along, but I think you need to put him on the inside. You need to. Oh, DJ Mattsticks.
Ain't nobody America's team. So you talking about the Patriots?
Not again. I don't need to go through another decade of the Patriots being relevant. No, not again. Not again.
Wouldn't that be some shit? It took Mike Vrabel to come back to get their asses back there.
But hey,
what a fucking story.
But hey, you and I both said that he's coming to New England.
Oh yeah, he's gonna win games.
He's gonna win games. Wasn't expecting this in year 1 to where he's got Drake May as an MVP candidate. I mean, come on.
Fucking give me Matt Stafford versus fucking Drake May. Let's go. I'll take that shit. That'd be entertaining. Let's see what we got in the comments. No worries. We the 12s are taking this Super Bowl. It belongs to us. Have no doubt. Okay. Confidence there.
As long as Sam Darnold keeps throwing the ball 15 times a game, that very well could happen. As long as you keep feeding Kenneth Walker III the football and he runs like that, and that front four gets the pressure that they've been getting all. Now, remember, I said on week 1 when my team got lucky and won by 4 points, I said it week 1 on the recap show. I said that defense is legit, and I've been on that all season long. I have not changed my stance on the defense of the Seattle Seahawks. I said they were legit. I trust them. Well, I don't trust Sam Darnold.
I was just about to say, you better hope Sam Darnold don't pick the wrong time to start seeing ghosts.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. the formula you have right now, Seattle, you can ride that to winning your second Lombardi Trophy. Yeah. And Mike McDonald, do yourself a favor. Please don't pull a Pete Carroll. If Kenneth Walker III is running the ball effectively, and you're at the 1 yard line, give Kenneth Walker III or Charbonnet the damn ball.
Well, maybe you're. I don't know, man. That front four for the Rams is pretty ferocious. They can't get to the quarterback.
I will say this with the Rams and Seahawks part 3. Y'all know each other. Y'all know what y'all run. Mm-hmm. It's really going to be about who makes the first mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all have seen everything that they have to offer.
Yep.
You've seen them. Now, the one thing I will say is if you are the Rams, you cannot blow a 16-point lead like you did the last time you were in Seattle.
Yeah.
Like I said, that Rashid Shaheed punt return for a touchdown got the Seahawks going, and the Seahawks have not looked back ever since. If the Seahawks do happen to win their second Lombardi, again, I will go back to that game, and I will go back specifically to that Shaheed punt return that turned the tide for the Seahawks in their season. If they should happen to hoist Lombardi, oh God, No, I thought what they
Ain't
did
done.
on Thanksgiving in 2014, eating turkey at the 50, was bad. God, if they hoist Lombardi and the whole,
Just think about this though. Just think about the trade to go get Shaheed by the deadline. Just to add that. Not at first, I was kind of questioning why they made that trade, but as I'm like, oh, I know why. That man gonna be on special teams, and he gonna be a gadget on a certain special players on plays on the offense. And sure as shit, he's killing his special teams.
Yes.
The jet sweep, you ain't catching him. Hell, you can even line him up as a running back.
And not to mention, he can still go over the top on a defense if you put him a wide receiver. Even though Jackson Smith and Jibba can do the same thing. But he got that track speed. I'm sorry. Like I said.
Well, I'll say this. If you're the Seahawks, you might want to guard Puka Nacua.
Yeah, you do. You do.
You might want to guard that guy.
You do.
I mean,
again, it's
pick your poison. What you gonna do with DA Devontae Adams? And that was a hell of a catch on the sideline.
That's what he does. And
It's
that is a very good analogy, Mario. That's a very good point. Very valid point.
So I'll have to do his
only difference was, as good as Percy Harvin was, Percy could not stay on the field. That's the only thing about Percy Harvin. That
he had bad migraines.
Yeah,
he had bad migraines, and he was injury prone too.
Yeah, but I mean but that's a very good comparison. Harvin and Shaheed, but by far Shaheed was a better route runner.
I'm about to say I think Shaheed is a better route. Yeah.
And
you took the words. I was going to get to that.
The speed could be about even, but
Shaheed know how to run them routes.
Shaheed can play wide receiver a little bit. But speaking of the doggone Patriots, again, Will Anderson did everything in his God-given ability, and the Texans defense did everything in their ability to keep the Texans within range.
I'm sorry,
but
the Patriots. What CJ Stroud gave that to the Patriots. The Patriots should be over there going to shake his hand. He's the MVP.
Like I said,
that's your MVP.
They better send him a thank you card. The Patriots better send CJ Stroud a thank you card. 4 interceptions. Just kept putting the ball on the turf. Man, that's all you can say. But
picked the wrong time to start playing like that too. I mean, well, you know what though? He was in a giving mood in the wild card game.
Yeah.
But only thrown 8 interceptions all season long in 2 playoff games. Was it 6?
Hold on,
Well, he threw 5 in this one, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me see. No, he only threw it was 5 total. He only threw 1 against Pittsburgh. Threw 4 today.
That's right. That's right. But the fumbles though too.
Oh yeah. Fumbles.
See,
couldn't take care of the ball.
I think the Texans offensive line was doing a terrible job. Yeah, absolutely. But sometimes
credit to the Patriots online. Credit to the Patriots. I mean, D-line for applying pressure.
But then again, CJ got to take those sacks. He can't think he can just throw the ball, or if he thinks he's attempting to get rid of it. And I mean, that one that he threw up in the air was just take the sack. You know, he made some bad throws too, but credit to, like I said, got to give credit to the defense of the Patriots. They came to play.
Well, Shane, it very well could happen. It very well could happen.
Yeah.
As much as that would pain me to see. Okay. It's gonna hurt no matter what if an NFC team wins Super Bowl 60.
Yeah, because it's in your conference.
It will be a division rival from the NFC West, hoisting Lombardi on my home field. Yeah. So
just like the Chiefs hosting the Super Bowl in Allegiant. Yes. I didn't like that shit. That was too much red in that stadium. Too much.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to say by default I'm rooting for the Broncos, but
You know what? You're not welcome to come over for Christmas dinner anymore. I thought we were better that you're gonna be in the backyard with Buddy.
Hey, me and Buddy will bond.
Yeah, oh yeah, so, well, you better hope it's warm out there. I ain't giving you no kind of
I'll
Buddy.
camp. I'll camp out.
Can't believe you just said the damn Broncos.
I can't root for the Seahawks and the Rams. That's like that's like you. That's like you rooting if it's the Niners and the damn Broncos in the Super Bowl.
No. I've already had to witness that shit twice with the Niners and the damn Chiefs. No, I don't need that.
No, Mario, we won't like it at all. Not at all. But at the end of the day, it just goes to show you how competitive the NFC West was in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And it also just goes to show you how good the Chiefs and I mean not the Chiefs, how good the Rams and the Seahawks are.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, look at this. Like, even the Rams had a down year and bounced back quickly. The Seahawks have not had a down year. It's like they went from Pete Carroll. Here comes Mike McDonald. They bring DeMarcus Lawrence. They get Leonard Williams. They assign Shane. Like I said, and I will say this again. The Seahawks did exactly what they were supposed to do yesterday, playing a undermanned, injured MASH unit of a 49er team. That was supposed to happen. The Seahawks did exactly what they were supposed to do. Beat an injured team's ass. That's what they're supposed to do. So I don't know why people find it shocking that the Niners got held to 6 points. It's not shocking. The Seahawks defense, as I said, from week 1 on, was legit. Like I said, DeMarcus Lawrence is playing like the former Defensive Player of the Year, DeMarcus Lawrence, that used to wear the Arlington Cowboys star. Teaming him with Leonard Williams, that's problems. That's like watching Cliff Arvell and Michael Bennett all over again. And Michael Bennett was a pest to try to defend and block as a part of that front four.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
y'all paid
Sam Darnold the money. Sam Darnold has been very good for y'all. Again, the only thing I fear about Sam Darnold is sometimes he likes to be in a giving mood. As long as the running game is working, and if he can keep it 25 pass attempts or under, the Seahawks have the formula to go win themselves another Lombardi. It just pains me to say that.
Well, Shane, I would say he's a different type of Niner fan. What you're saying, that must have been part of his fan base, because he really doesn't really trash talk. Honestly, I never really heard this man trash talk anybody team unless it's warranted. So,
hey, all's fun in the rivalry. Absolutely.
Oh yes.
Absolutely. But again, it's
absolutely.
I mean, did I win on the shot at Seattle? Yes. But I'm knowing how good Seattle's defense is. And again, I'm knowing how good Kenneth Walker is, because again, I saw Kenneth Walker III at Michigan State. So I knew how good he could be. And when you guys drafted him, I said, damn it. I do not want to see that 2 times a year. Just like when the Rams drafted Verse. I'm like, damn it. Don't want to see that guy.
No. First, you got the text from me like, oh shit, enjoy trying to block him twice a year.
But not just him. It's also Young with the Rams, and not just
this,
and not just Leonard Williams. Again, DeMarcus Lawrence. That whole Seahawks defense is just insane.
This is facts, Mario. But at the end of the day, they still won.
Yeah, they still won.
No matter if they
Again.
barely got by it when that clock said 0.
Now again,
moving on.
Actually, let's actually check the odds.
But that is a very, very valid point that was said.
Well, okay, we'll get to the odds in a second. But also, I mean, the Rams, yeah, they got by the Bears, but they beat the Bears because DJ Moore decided to stop running the route. But again, all being a loss, that doggone throw by Caleb Williams to Cole Kmet in the back of the end zone on the 4th down.
And he ran backwards.
Fading away and throwing an absolute dart. I'm like, only the spirit of Walter Payton and George Halas can make that happen. The Papa Bear was in his back talking, Lord, Lord, please. No.
I thought he was throwing the ball out of bounds. But then when that camera caught it, I'm like, oh, shit. He's going to catch that. Boom. I'm like, oh.
Again, I'm yelling and screaming, how?
Right.
How did what am I watching? Like, how does that happen?
I already told you what I said. I didn't have no words. I'm like, I mean, I didn't have no words what he did last week on the 4th and 8.
You know, the thing is, when those two plays happen, I need that meme of the fan at WrestleMania 30 when the Undertaker lost for the first time.
The eyes.
Yes, his reaction. Like, that was the meme that I needed right then and there.
That's good. That's good.
That just explained everything. But again, the Bears, they have hope. 11-6, won the NFC North. Hopefully Ben Johnson can turn this into consistency. And yeah, Shane, Verse is a stud.
Oh, I know. Sometimes the internet does that. But yes, Jared Verse. I'm a Florida State Seminole fan. I know about that young man. He has a motor, and he displayed it today. Getting to the backfield, causing all kind of havoc back there. So, yeah. There he is.
What the hell, technology? what did you?
Yes. They were.
That is new merch, living room. Yes.
Where? Who has new merch?
I think some about the family shirt that you're wearing, supporting the our brother in the.
Oh, it's combined shows. Oh, I was waiting for Brandon.
Oh.
He was in the giving mood today, Brandon.
I'll just say this. Amen. Hallelujah. I agree. Amen.
Doors of the church is open.
Yes, Lord. Shane, valid point. Very valid point. Valid.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh,
and by the way, hold on. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to our show, also subscribe to the All Pro Joffos. Yes. We are on their show. They're on our show. It is a family thing. Patch here and the patch here. And also you can get the shirts on our website, which it will be in the ticker here in just a second. Go ahead, brother.
But no, I agree. Rams and Seahawks part 3, I think is going to be a dogfight because, as we said earlier, they both know each other, so they're not going to be surprised by what they run.
Like, no, just got to stop it.
Really, yeah, you know it's going to come down to can you stop it, execution, and again, well, Shane, he's a Raider. I'm a Raider. Wait, hold on. I'm the only Niner on the show. But
hold on. Yeah, no. I fucking hate the Niners with a passion. Not even in my division. Fucking hate them.
Not even in your own. Not even in the same conference.
I don't give a shit. I hate that fucking team.
I'm just explaining. I'm just explaining to the people. Good grief.
I just want them to know too. You say announcer did a victory lap when they showed Texans receivers being held into place for no calls. We knew it was this side of New York. Oh, so you said it was a ruse, huh? Okay.
So Brandon, since you're in
yes,
here,
we do, Shane. Yes, we do.
So Brandon, since you're in here, and you're giving your State of the Union address about your beloved Texans, as I gave mine about my beloved Niners. What has to change offensively for the Texans? Granted, yes, not having Nico Collins sucked. I get it. I understand.
And Trent Brown, obviously, too.
And Trent Brown, too. But Mizzle, you want to take that?
From what I was gathering from information being said through the wave wire, Pete Carroll went rogue. He did not stick to the script that was placed or what he said to the organization. When you have your players doing their own film studying and practicing plays that are supposed to be called outside of the facility, that's a problem. And I'm gonna have to apologize to who was the offensive coordinator? I can't think of his name right now. Chip. I have to apologize to Chip Kelly because he was definitely not calling the plays. You didn't see none of the gadget or the plays that he used when he was at Ohio State. So Pete, it should have been something. But it should have been saw when he hired his two sons to be on the staff, one offensive line and one quarterback coach. What played the shittiest on the Raiders? The offensive line and the quarterback. So it seemed like that something needed to be changed, and you have to think Spy Tech did not hire Pete Carroll. They came together as a package. So now Spy Tech gets to hire his own head coach with him and Tom Brady. Mark Davis is not going to have his. Mark Davis is going to be there, but he won't say much. So that's pretty much why.
Shane, that's a valid point. Shane, that's a very good point, Shane. Very good point.
And that's his way or the highway, and bring it. And I should have known that at his press conference. He said he's going to bring in players that knows his system. Okay, wait a minute. Now you're stalling the rookies. Best should have been on the field. I don't know why they were not using Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers at the same time. Towards the end of the year, it took the third stint from an OC to come in here and call the game, and they were looking a little bit better towards the end of the year. But yeah, Pete Carroll, I think the game is past him. He's old. So yeah, let's get in a young, innovative coach. Let's do what the Steelers do. Let's hire a coach in their 30s. We'll see how that works out. You know?
Well, the last time you hired somebody in the 30s turned out pretty good. He was 32, and his name was John Madden.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
He was the linebacker coach. Yeah.
that was pretty good. Mac KG 381 says the Raiders never had a chance.
Well, we ain't had a chance in about 2 decades plus. That was a problem in Seattle too. He never played his rookies, and when the guys ahead of them were past their prime, yep, yeah.
And Brandon, of course, bringing in the comedy. It has become the comedy hour with Brandon, as he is mourning his beloved Texans.
Oh, no. Let's not do that. Don't bring that upon your franchise again.
I just can't believe it. But the Rams did win overtime over the Bears 2017. Patriots do beat the Texans 20-16. So thus your final four in the NFL for the 2025 season is the New England Patriots, the Denver Broncos, the Inglewood Rams, and the Seattle Seahawks.
Just yuck.
Again, Jared Stidham will now get the start for the Broncos as Bo Nix fractured a bone in his ankle, or bone in his ankle. He will have surgery on Tuesday, but his 2025 season is over. So Jared Stidham, the keys are in his hands to to lead the Broncos against the Patriots. And how ironic is it that 10 years ago, Super Bowl was in Santa Clara. The Broncos and Patriots were playing for the AFC Championship, and it was the Broncos coming to Santa Clara and winning Super Bowl 50. This would be some ish if the Broncos were to do it again, clinching their 4th Lombardi inside Levi's. If it's a Pats Super Bowl rematch of Super Bowl 49, I might not watch.
Oh, man, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see no rematch. That's why I was pulling for the Texans and Bears. That would have been perfect.
Well, you know what my dream is.
The Bills and Niners, I know.
No. I'm not even talking about my team. No.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, my dream is a Lions-Brown Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
And here's
we'll
why.
probably be in Walkers if that ever happened.
And we will go live talking about it finally happened. But here's why. Okay. Both teams have never been. So it'd be a first. Hey, let me dream, living room. But here's why I specifically want that matchup to happen. Again, highly unlikely in my lifetime. Can the game end in a tie?
No.
Shane, to answer your question, as much as this pains me to say this, as much as I despise Los Angeles sports teams,
yes,
I have been a Matthew Stafford fan since he was a Georgia Bulldog. So, and hello to the hardest working man in sports. So, I'm pulling for Matt Stafford just because, again, I'm a Stafford fan. Even though I think Seattle is the better team than the Rams, but I'm a Stafford guy. I'm a Stafford fan. But I'd rather have Stafford get his second than freaking Sam Darnold, who I have crucified for years. His first.
I agree to that. I agree for that. I agree. If he wins out, he might be. What else does he need to do?
There's nothing to do.
There's nothing else to prove.
If Stafford wins his second,
boom,
he's getting the gold jacket, and
boom.
You can say the second half of Stafford's career has been better than his former division rival Aaron Rodgers. Now, yeah, Rodgers has all the MVPs, but Rodgers is still stuck on that one Super Bowl, and Stafford has won 2 in a. Well, I mean, the Lions back then were sorry, Mario. That's just, what it is.
Well, look what McVay has done to his career.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that kid can throw the football. That's all I can say.
Living room. Well, I mean, there is a lot of estrogen in that house because he is a girl dad.
That's facts.
So I get
that's good.
I mean, people at Stafford, it's hit and miss. I mean, when I so badly
to each their own, pretty much. To each their own.
I so badly wanted Shanahan to trade John and Lynch and Kyle to trade for Stafford, but it didn't happen. And then when I saw he was going to the Rams, I'm just like, damn it. I don't want to see that 2 times a year. Then you get Puka Nacua, who just comes out of nowhere. Then you let Devontae Adams. I'm just like, really? We're just going to keep giving Stafford gifts? And then not to mention the tight ends that he has with Higbee and Parker.
Yes.
And all the other tight ends that he has. I'm just like, as Mizzle would say, why can't my team have nice things?
Hey, your team at least gets to the playoffs. I ain't had nice things in years. And before we continue, by the way, Shane, thank you for subscribing. We are now at 227. Appreciate it.
Almost like the TV show 227. There is no place like home.
No, there it is.
With the great Marla Gibbs. Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes, the Pistons. Actually, the Pistons are playing tomorrow on in prime time against the Celtics. Well, there's a whole lot of basketball on NBC tomorrow, so you'll be hearing one of the greatest theme songs of all time a lot tomorrow as we celebrate the legacy of Dr. King, which, for those that don't know, his actual birthday is January 15th, but of course, the 15th was on this past Thursday, so his day is on tomorrow, celebrating his tremendous legacy. But there will be a whole lot of NBA basketball, and that's going to be the appetizer up until 5 p.m. to where we crown a national champion in college football as the Miami Hurricanes and the Indiana Hoosiers will play for the national championship. Of course, kickoff comes at 4:35 on.
It says 4:30, but I'm thinking 5 o'clock.
Of course, the pomps and the circumstance. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Detroit did fire their OC in Johnny Morton. But looking at it, as Indiana looking to go 16-0.
What's the spread on the game?
So right now, as it stands, and I'm glad you asked. Now this is odds according to DraftKings. Right now, they got Indiana at minus 7.5.
That's scary.
If we're talking money line, the U is plus 260. Indiana is minus 325. The over-under, the total is 47.5. And according to ESPN analysis, they got 68% having Indiana winning the game, that's where Miami wants them, because they're all talking about Indiana. It's a home game for Miami, even though they will be the visiting team. They'll be wearing their whites. But
now my question is, would they be in the visitors' locker room, or do they still get their locker room?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Because I'm wondering, are the Niners going to give the Rams or Seahawks their locker when they come to Santa Clara, which either of the two win on next Sunday?
We didn't give the Niners nor the Chiefs the
Of
locker
course
room.
y'all didn't. Of course y'all did. Please, I would have been like, Mark, what are you doing? I will smack thee from the sky.
Because you ain't supposed to step on the shield when you're in the locker room. That's one of the rules.
Oh yeah.
I can see some rule breaking going on up in there. They're saying the Indiana quarterback Mendoza.
There's going to be scouts at the Orange Bowl. There's going to be Raider representation at
the brass is going to be there. Tom Brady,
tomorrow.
Spy Tech. They're going to interview Mike McDaniels and I think another coach. So if it's probably going to be Mendoza, unless somebody gives the Raiders an offer that they cannot refuse for the number 1 pick.
I really don't know why you would refuse that if you are the Raiders, because you definitely need a signal caller to go into your future.
This is also true. Well, we're the number 1 overall pick, so the only way we don't get them if they just don't draft them.
Or he decides to go back to college.
Oh, is he? I thought he was a senior.
Well,
he still can come back.
I mean, with the way they've been getting 6 years, with all this NIL money, anything's possible now.
But I believe he's coming out though.
Yeah. And to think he was a California Golden Bear. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure. He was a Golden Bear first.
Just sometimes a change of scenery works for people.
Oh, absolutely. And it definitely has worked for Mr. Mendoza without question.
Yes.
Without question.
I'll take them. If they're gonna draft them, they better make sure that they get that offensive line.
Oh, agreed.
In shape.
1000% agreed.
Because he has there's some weapons already in place.
Yeah.
Genty, Bowers, Mayer.
Yeah.
You know,
There is some. And living room, putting it in its proper perspective from The Simpsons. Smithers. So, as we go into Championship Sunday, of course, the Broncos and Patriots will kick it off at 12 noon on CBS and Paramount Plus. I'll let you answer that.
No.
No.
No. No, no, no. No.
All right. Now, here's the thing. Right now, New England is
How's my
minus
camera moving?
5.5. Money line is 40.5.
Wait, say it again.
New England is 5.5 point favorites.
Mm.
The total is 40.5. And the money line is Denver plus 205. In the NFC Championship game, which will start at 3:30 on Fox, the Seahawks are only minus 2.5. Money line is Rams plus 130, and the total is 47.5.
Mm.
So, do with that as you will in regards to this particular setting, as it is the Broncos and Patriots, two original AFL teams, battling out for the second time in 10 years for the NFC or the AFC title game, and the Rams and Seahawks. Is this the first time the Rams and Seahawks have played in the playoffs against each other?
I believe so.
It might be,
I
but
think could be. Yeah, you could be right.
Rams and Seahawks, Part 3 in the Emerald City in front of the Space Needle in the Pacific Northwest. Part 3. Each team has won the home game, winning both regular season games, but something will have to give here, as we'll find out if it's going to be the Broncos or Patriots for the AFC, Rams or Seahawks from the NFC, representing. Max says New England covers Rams and Seahawks 50-50. He cashed out.
Yeah. 6 points. I didn't see that.
No. On the court today, there was only 6 games. And we'll go through it real quick. Grizzlies Magic, 126-109. That was in London. Bulls beat the Nets, 124-102. Rockets beat the Pelicans, 119-110. Hornets beat the Nuggets, 110-87. Trailblazers beat the Kings, 117-110 in Sacramento, so there will be no beam lit. And the Lakers beat the Raptors, 110-93. Now, obviously, as we said, a whole lot of MLK action going on tomorrow. Both the Missiles teams will be in action.
So which jersey should I wear?
So, starting.
Who plays first?
That would be Philly at 4. They're playing Indiana.
All right, I'll wear my Maxey jersey, and then I'll put on my Steph Curry jersey when they come on. Here we go. Perfect.
There you go. All right, kicking it off from the Mecca.
Oh, that's a good question, Mac.
It is Knicks and the Mavericks from the Garden. Then after that, at 2 p.m., it is the Jazz and the Spurs.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Shane, and thanks for subscribing, man. Have a good night. Appreciate it.
And good luck to your beloved Seahawks on Sunday.
Yes, check us out. We'll be back next week as well.
So we may, folks, have a live watch along during the championship games on next week. You never know. It possibly could happen. So just as I say,
make sure those notifications are turned on.
Yes, make sure you stay tuned into what might happen here.
And let's bring back up Mac's question there. Where does Ja Morant go?
My question is, who wants him? That was
that
my
also.
question. Who wants Ja Morant? I mean, he's tremendous talent, but the man's a head case. All right, back to the lineups. Jazz and Spurs in San Antonio. Suns at Nets in Brooklyn. And the nightcap would be Warriors at home against the Heat. Cavaliers and Thunder kicks us off at 11:30. Clippers and Wizards at 12 noon. And in prime time, the Celtics and the Pistons. Pistons, the first team to win 30 games in the association. They're 30-10. Celtics are 26-15. So a lot of action on the hardwood coming up to you.
I'll be watching
tomorrow. A whole lot on Peacock. Then, of course, again, Championship Sunday, Rams, Seahawks Part 3, 3:30 Pacific at noon. It is Patriots and Broncos. Of course, Broncos not doing this now without Bo Nix for the remainder of the season. Is there anything that we need to cover?
No, I think we touched on everything, man.
All right.
We did
we will come on to you. We will come on to you later on in the week to preview the championship game between the Patriots and Broncos and the Rams and Seahawks, and hopefully we can get our talking-ish co-host, Mr. Veer, to join us as we can dissect these conference championship games. But
yes,
congratulations to all the teams that won. And now we are down to the
everyone besides the Bronco fans. Oh.
Again, our final four: the Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, the Inglewood Rams, and the Seattle Seahawks. But thank y'all for tuning in with us here on the Mizzle and Dub Show, number 376. The NFL's Final Four now will be down to 2 after next Sunday. But in the meantime, take care of yourself and each other. For Mizzle, I'm Dub, and you've been watching the Mizzle and Dub Show. And a yeet.
Oh yeah, you know the yeets come every time, man. You gotta get the yeets out there.
4 letters, 1 word. Oh!
And for the new subscribers, we hope we entertained you. Stay tuned.
Thank you for subscribing. Yes, absolutely.
Hit that notification button.
And tell your friends.
Oh, yeah, be a friend. Tell a friend.
And make love, not war.
Absolutely.